Looking for a challenge? Well, I've got one just for you guys. We are descending through flight level 270 for 3,000 feet. We are going to do an ILS approach into Hollywood Burbank International Airport. I find this airport very interesting because when I looked up the history of it, this airport has more names than a con artist in its entire life. So for example, it was called United Airport from 1930 to 1934. It was called Union Air Terminal from 1934 to 1940. It was then called Lockheed Air Terminal from 1940 to 1967. Hollywood Burbank Airport from 1967 to 1978. Burbank Glendale Pasadena Airport from 1978 to 2003. Bob Hope Airport, and then it was rebranded finally in 2017 as Hollywood Burbank Airport. And according to Wikipedia, this was due to a lack of recognition of Bob Hope's airport's geographic location, whatever that means. So aside from the multiple names it's had through its lifetime, what I also found interesting is the runways. They're very short. There's the runway 15 and 33 that is just over 2,100 meters. So if you're more familiar with feet, you're looking at probably 6,300 feet. And then there's one that is 1,766 meters. So you're looking at just under 5,000 feet. We're going to be doing the one that's just under 5,000 feet. So we're doing an ILS approach for runway 08. We're going to be doing medium auto brake on the Airbus, and we are not looking to butter. We're just looking to get it down and get it stopped. So hopefully this goes well. It's my first time actually going into this airport. I've had it now for about 3 months, which isn't bad considering that I've got airports that I've had for years and I've never actually gone into it. Ketchikan was one. If you didn't see my video into that, I posted it a couple weeks back maybe. I put a link for that video. That was done on MFS though. We are currently in Prepared 3D 5.3. I can't wait for hotfix to come for this because the performance in it for me is dreadful. And that's with me on a 3090 graphics card and with a 5950X AMD processor. Anyways, back to the topic at hand. So every now and then I get, I don't know, a little adventurous, shall we say, and that's one of the reasons why I'm actually chosen this airport. Essentially, it's also kind of a test flight because I was having some issues with overheating brakes on the FS labs, and I want to take a couple of seconds just to mention these guys because I really appreciate the help that they've given to me over the last couple of days. I've always been upfront about the products that I use in the sim and why I use them, and you will always hear me going on about immersion. If it is not immersive, I won't use it, or I will hardly use it. I've spent money on loads of add-ons, and for that reason I will use them every now and then. But if you are familiar with myself and you're familiar with the videos that I put up, you'll find that the majority of them is FS Labs compared to any other add-on, and the reason for this is because of the immersion. Putting the immersion aside, FS Labs products are not the cheapest, but they're well worth the money because of the same immersion that I just mentioned. It makes your simming next level enjoyable that no other simulator or no other add-on, in my opinion, has been able to reach. But when you have taken your hard-earned money, invested in a company, you have a problem, you're at your wit's end, and that same company takes pains to make sure you get the issue sorted, they get a pass in my book, because it's not very common in the flight sim community for a company to go to those lengths. Yes, one or two does it, but it's never highlighted or very hardly ever highlighted. What you normally see is all the issues, all the mornings, and then you hear close. So I wanted to take time to say a massive thank you to FS Labs, massive thank you to Duncan at FS Labs, because he didn't have to, but he took time out of his off day, logged on to my computer, figured out that the issue was my hardware, and sorted it out for me. And this is something that I really appreciate because it shows the commitment of the company to their products and to their customers. He could have said, try this, try that, and they did initially on the phone tell me to try things. I went back to them and told them I did, and they still have the problem. He could have said, well, try this and try that again, or I would check you when I'm back on work to see how you're getting on. But he didn't. He went the extra length on his off day on a Sunday. And I don't know how many of you would do this. I personally don't want to hear, see, smell, taste work on my off day. But he did. He logged on to my computer, started the issue, and as you can see, I'm flying the aircraft now. I can go onto the wheel page. There's my temperatures. There's nothing up crazy like 300 degrees, 315 degrees like I was getting before. And I am one happy customer. Now, I just wanted to be said that I am in no way affiliated with FS Labs. They do not sponsor me, they do not sponsor my videos. All my videos are just for fun. I don't do it for money. I don't do it for gaining subscribers. I do it because I love what my hobby, and I like to share it. And if I think there's something that helps give a more positive spin on what is already a positive experience, I will share it with you like I am doing now. Now, people have their preference. There's the PMDG fans, there's the FS Lab fans. I am both, but like I said, at the end of the day, immersion and customer service is what makes a big difference to me. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, and now I am going to go back to the topic at hand. So Hollywood Burbank, that is the runway over there, that black spot that is now that's the autogen that is now actually coming in to focus. So the way that we're looking at, the runway that is facing us is runway 33 going to 15, and we're going to be taking the one that is going the other way. I think that is actually the opposite. It's 1533. Let's have a look. Yeah, 1533 is the one that's facing us. So let me get back to my duties at hand. Again, no first officer on this flight. So it's just me and my lonesome. I'm actually enjoying it a lot more because I don't have to be muting myself and forgetting that I'm muted, or having the first officer pick up me saying things to you that's meant for you, thinking it's meant for them. So you probably will see a few more videos just like this, especially on labs. Not 100% sure about others as yet, because I might end up having to relearn the first officer duties, which over a couple of years time I have probably forgotten, as I just do the captain duties when I'm flying with a first officer. Anyways, let's get our approach checklist then. Alright, so briefing confirmed. ECAM status checked. Seatbelts on. Barrel ref 3015 set on both. Engine model selector, we're going to keep that on normal. Approach checklist complete. Actually, minimums I forgot. Minimums is going to be 1075. God bless checklist, and that is set. That's 10,000 feet. And the lights coming up. We're not on ATC, so it's just us on our lonesome. And we've got AIG. I just hope they're landing on the same runway as we are. Otherwise, that's going to break the emerger for myself. So we're going to make the turn over the Fillmore VFR, not VFR, VOR, sorry. So that's going to be right around here. This is the first time in a very long time that I've actually flown the WTF instead of the Sharklets. You know how us boys get with our shiny new toys. So the A319 and the WTF 320, 321s have been neglected for the best part of a year. Really not liking the performance in V5.3. I'm hoping that they bring out a hot fix soon, because yeah. Let's have a look. Like I have 28 18, 17, 19. That's my FPS, and I'm using 7 gigabytes of video RAM. I also have this in MFS, so I'm probably gonna fly out to MFS for the next flight out of Burbank. Alright, let's activate the approach phase. Approach phase activated. The localizer alive.
Flight attendants, please prepare the cabin for arrival and be seated.
Don't you dare crash. Flaps 1.
Hey, it's Tammy. The cabin's secure for landing now. You're welcome. See you on the ground.
Cabin is ready. Flaps 2. Here. auto thrust, speed, auto brake, medium, ECAM memo,
2000.
landing, no blue. I have control. Also going to take control of the throttles as well. Runway in sight.
Hundred above.
Continue.
Minimum
Landing.
1000.
Looking good.
Five hundred. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard.
And we are down.
Hello, Captain and gentlemen, and welcome to your destination. We will be
Strange
happy to
airport.
attend to the
I don't see a place to park over there, so I'm just gonna come back over here.
Before leaving, please check the surrounding area, overhead compartment for any personal belongings.
Strobes coming up.
Overhead compartment. Any contact
Strobes off.
during the flight. You may now use your small lightning devices in transit modes. Your basic connection, please consult the United app, your mobile device, or any airport
APU.
device for up-to-date flight status. On behalf of United, I'd like to thank you for choosing to fly with us today. I hope you had a pleasant
Oh, I can cross this runway here. I've got parking only on that side. I should have looked at that before I actually landed. But we can take Alpha 2 for parking. That's fine. Alright. Let's see. After landing checklists. Flaps retracted. Spoilers disarmed. APU start. Predictive radar and predictive wind shear coming off. So That's radar off. Predicted wind shear off. And let's go park. I thought that it would have like a taxiway kind of on the right side. We're clear on both sides. That's my bad. Strobes back on. It's pretty much just vacate the runway and taxiway you feel like, I guess. Michael can correct me on this. Let's see. Here's a parking. Taxiway off. Strobes off. I love how we were talking about emerging and we've got a truck in the middle of a building. Well, you can't win it all, guys. And that is us here. Parking brake on. APU bleed on. Seatbelts off. You can off. And it wasn't the easiest, minus 270, but I'll take it. One day I'm gonna actually get a very soft landing and I'm gonna surprise all you guys. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. I am going to leave you with the deboarding process and I will catch you on the next video. So take care and I'll see you when I see ya. See ya!